Hello out there in TV land, it's Renee, I'm coming at you. I was advised from a few different people that people actually listen to these health tips, which gives me an opportunity to talk to you about the Right Way Boot Camp. That's something that I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while. I just want to spread the word with people about living better, eating better, just the whole nine. Very informative. And I also give personal training advice, make things that are very tailored to you. Today, I want to separate fact from truth. For those that don't know the difference between truth and fact, facts change, truth never changes. In my hand is a very important workout tool, I think, or at least for assessment. This is a tape measure. Since they've been making these to now, an inch is an inch. In saying that, we can't say the same for the clothing industry. We can't say the same for, even to a lesser extent, the shoe industry. What I mean by that is this. If you meet a woman, let's say from the 80s, and she wears a size 7 dress, and she lays that dress down somewhere flat on a bed or on the ground, and you come across a young lady today, and she says she wears a size 7, and we take that same dress and we lay them over each other, you'll notice something very important. The fashion industry has added more material but never changed the size. Why did they do that? Because they understand the psychology of the buyer. If your size goes up, that discourages you from buying more clothing. But if your size stays the same, you'll keep buying and buying and buying and buying, not really aware that they've added more and more material from, let's say, the late 80s to early 90s till today. Kept the same size tag, added more material. In saying that, I want to touch on a very important subject. Waist to hip ratio, or more importantly, waistline circumference. The reason that they've established what your waistline circumference should be is because all of our vital organs are in this area right here. Everything has to flow to our heart, and this is like our body superhighway. Very, very important. So what I wanted to do today is put the emphasis separating fact from truth as it pertains to this. The maximum waistline circumference for a man, regardless of age, ethnicity, height, this, that, and the other, is 35 inches. The maximum for a woman is 31 and a half. This standard has been set forth by the American Medical Association many, many years ago. They use that particular, so we say, ground measurement for insurance companies. It wasn't until the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, when insurance companies, they were losing clients. So they came up with the no exam health insurance. You hear about that on TV all the time. It was never really that way. You literally had to pass a physical, and the New York life insurance company actually had a chart. I've seen it before. It's hard to find. You can go online and dig it up. But they actually had a chart that was set forth. And what that chart did, it actually told you, okay, if your waistline is this circumference, you will actually pay this much money. Certain companies still do that, but the majority of them don't, because they just want to get people insured so they can make money off of it. With that being said, going forward, I want everyone to get it's just a standard measurement, tape measure here. This is more like for a seamstress or someone like that. And measure your waistline circumference. That will dictate what your possible health risks are. As I said, as a woman, the max is 31 and a half, meaning that you're supposed to be well below that. As a man, 35 inches is a max. You're supposed to be well below that, at least by 3 or 4 inches, to give yourself a little cushion. How you do it? Very easily. I have a lot of extra tape going on here. You go around your belly button. Now, in saying the fact from truth, staying with that particular subject, Over the years, they've increased what the maximum waistline is. I read the other day that the maximum waistline is 40 inches. 40 for a man and 35 for a woman. So we've gone from 35 to 40, 31 and a half to 35. Those are facts. The truth is, it's still 31 and a half, and it's still 35. So what we do, we go right around this area here, right around our belly button. We just it's kind of beat up a little bit, but we go right here, and you want to pull it tight. You don't want a lot of slack when you do that because you won't get a true measurement. You go around. Don't be afraid to do this, folks. And by the way, fellas, your pant size is not your waistline. Your waistline is your waistline. So we come around here, and we pull it tight, like so. We make sure there's no room. We want it to be a skin-on-skin measurement, and that's how we get a fairly accurate thing. Make sure there's nothing in between you and the tape. It goes like so. Okay. I am presently at 30 and a half. That's not bad. And fellas, so what we do, and then we go around our hip area here. My hip area is, I'm getting this here, about 39 inches. Now what you want to do, you want to divide your waistline circumference by your hip circumference. They have all of these calculators online, and they will tell you what your health risks are to date. Those numbers are very accurate. Numbers that are not accurate are the BMI thing. That's not perfected, but these numbers are very, very accurate, and they will tell you what your risks are. So start measuring yourself today. Don't worry about weighing yourself. Don't worry about the latest diet trends and this, that, and the other. You start from ground zero, and you measure yourself. And that will tell you where you need to go health-wise. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at The Right Way Bootcamp on Facebook. I can point you in the right direction. I can help you get to your fitness goals. And if you don't have fitness goals, I'll help you set some. This is Renee B. I'm signing off. Just remember, take care of yourself, take care of your body, because God gonna want it back.